Okay, welcome everyone. It's the 22nd of May. My name is Nicole Dennis and I am very blessed and grateful to be an Ambassador Diamond with this amazing company, ASEA. So tonight we're going to go through a little bit of some things that you can do on Facebook to help expand your reach through social media. So who here enjoys all of the things that they get to see in our Facebook groups? Lots of people, they like all the stories and testimonials and things like that. So yeah, I'm just going to go through a little bit of some other things that you can do and then just recap on how you can utilize those groups. But first, I have a few announcements to cover for everyone. So the first thing is everyone on this call registered for our 90-day challenge? Is there anyone who's not registered or who needs the registration link? If you do, just type a message and we'll put it into the chat box. So really encourage you to register for this. It's going to be led by the Diamonds, so myself, Justin, Sally, Diamond, and Janine Babauskas. We're going to be helping you and coaching you all the way through this. It's starting on the 1st of June and it's running through to the 31st of August. So there's a number of things we want to help you achieve through participating in this challenge. We want to help you grow a business to a solid bronze business so that you're earning a residual income of at least a couple, like $2,000 to $3,000 a month, every month. How does that sound to everyone? That would be great, right? And then we also want you to be able to be getting paid at that rate consistently so that you're positioned to qualify for the free, all expenses paid trip to the Ascent Adventure next year. And I don't know where it is. This year it was to Mexico. Next year will be somewhere else really cool as well. So if you're getting paid at bronze by the time that this challenge finishes, then you're going to be in a really good position to be able to qualify for that trip and to easily do it, and then to hopefully even be able to get more points and to qualify for a higher prize ranking, which means a better room and more travel reimbursements. So really cool. And we also want you to invite people in your team to participate in this challenge as well, so that they can, help. Like you can help them to grow their team, to spread the amazing blessings of ASEA, to be able to, get their products for free and to be able to earn some income to do the things that they would love to do more of. So the challenge is open to everyone in the team, and all you need to do is register. I'm just saying, that's okay, Miriam, if you got to go. I get it. And Miriam was going to add some stuff, but we'll get her on another time when she doesn't have something on, because Miriam is a Facebook genius. So, so I really, really encourage you to register. That's going to be fantastic. If you've registered, you would have got one email from us already, and we'll be sending out some more things to prepare. Now, if you are in Europe, which we have Pam here on the call, who's from Europe and the UK, by participating in the challenge, you're also going to be able to earn the extra amazing incentive to go to South Africa, which looks just fantastic. It looks really
it looks totally amazing. Really excited by that.
Yeah, so Pam will be, aiming to be there in South Africa. So if you have people that that are in Europe and the United Kingdom, there's a special regional promotion that's open to them. I'm quite jealous. Like, that is somewhere I would love to go, to South Africa. They're going to like a safari place to see all the animals. So if you know anyone in those markets, like, this is a great time for them to really get things kicked off, because they will not only build their business, but they're going to qualify for a really amazing free trip, which looks phenomenal. It's going to be fantastic. So that's number one announcement. Second announcement is we have our regional events coming up in Australia, in Brisbane, Sydney, Melbourne, and in Perth in June. So I really encourage you to register for those, to bring guests along to those. That's the Australian Diamonds. So there's different diamonds speaking in different cities. You can just go and register and get your tickets at aseaevents.eventbrite. I'll put that in the comments, .com.au. So you can register for that. That will really be a fantastic, fantastic event. So encourage you to get along to that. It's going to be, you can bring guests. The first part of it will be introducing them to ASEA products and the ASEA company, and then there'll be there's going to be some really exciting announcements at these events. So, you know, you'll be the first to hear if you're there. And then there's going to be some training as well. So really encourage you to get along to those. And yeah, don't miss that opportunity because they only happen a few times a year, those events. So that would be really great to see a lot of you there. And let me see, I don't think there's anything else on my announcements. Does anyone else have any other announcements? No. Okay, fantastic. So we've got some really exciting things coming soon, coming your way really soon. So we have a couple of other things coming up. We've got some really cool stuff going on it's going to make it much easier for you to introduce people to ASEA. So a lot of the people on this call who are bronze or above have had a little sneak peek of that, of what we have been working on, myself and Justin and Sally and Janine. They have had a sneak peek of that. And hang on, someone just can't get into this meeting. No, it's not locked. Hang on, sorry, I'll just message this person. Okay, sorry about that. Yeah, so that's going to be really exciting. So stay tuned for that in the next couple of months. The other thing that we have coming up, which may be of interest to some of you, and if it is of interest, you can either send me a message on Facebook or send me an email. I'll put my email address into the chat box as well. And it is... sorry, I can't type and talk at the same time. There we go. So I've put together. Does anyone get lots of information off online? They search for stuff, they go to different bloggers, and they find out about a lot of things like that. Who does that these days? Is that that's how I do a lot of my research if I want to know about something. So, you know, I've always been interested in creating a blog long before I came to ASEA. I've done a lot of study into different online marketing types of things, and blogging is really a way that you can build your personal profile and attract people to you through what your message is. And that's that can be, your message can be anything, right? You might be really passionate about holistic parenting or really passionate about cooking. I know we have Janine is really passionate about cooking and food on this call. Or, you know, Mez, I think I saw Mez on the call, is really passionate about animals and horses. So you can express what your passions are, right, through an online forum. But a lot of people, it's so overwhelming to build a website, and they don't know what to do and how to build it and how to set up so people could register and get an email list, and they can send them emails and actually start to generate a following and a tribe of people who are connected with them and are interested in what they have to say. So it's a really powerful way to reach out and touch people with all of your unique gifts, and also to, as part of that, to introduce them to ASEA. However, a lot of people find it really overwhelming. So what we're putting together is we've actually set up a joint venture partnership with someone, and we are creating a replicated blogging website that all of you can have access to. If this isn't something that appeals to you, completely fine. You don't have to do this to build an ASEA business, because it is, you know, work. You have to create the content and put yourself out there, either write blogs or do video blogs or whatever appeals to you. But if it is something that, you know, you're wow, I'd really be interested in that, I want to be able to speak to people all over the globe from my own home, then this is something you'll be able to do. So it's $29 US a month. They will build your website for you. And then basically you're just going to there'll be a page on there where you add your blogs, and it comes with monthly training by a digital marketing expert. She was actually the social media manager for Mamma Mia, which I'm personally not a huge fan of. But anyway, it's a very famous, very, very famous blog, right, in Australia that probably a lot of Australians know. Who knows who Mamma Mia is, even if they hate it? Yeah, I don't really like it either. But anyway, she obviously knows a thing or two, and she was also the manager for Constance Hall, this lady who is also a really famous blogger and author. So she will be doing the training every month, but the websites are all going to be set up with replicated copy and everything for ASEA. So that will be coming. That should be ready within the next 2 weeks. So if you're interested in that, just send me email or send me a message and let me know, and I can put you into the group where we're going to be kind of like testing this and just seeing what extra training that we need to add for a SEA as well. So is there a minimum sign up time? It's just $29 a month. If you like cancel it, then that includes the website and the hosting and all of that. If you want to like buy out the website, it's $500. You can buy out the website and then get your hosting through someone else, but you won't have access to the training anymore. So that's very reasonable for a website. Like websites are quite expensive, like even Squarespace or something like that is $20 a month, and I can tell you it's not as easy. Like I had to get someone to set it up, and then I can like add stuff to it, but I couldn't make it look that good myself. So this is all done for you. That's why we kind of picked this one. So I'm going to go and just give you a little bit of training around Facebook and social media. So this is something we're going to be encouraging you all to do in the 90-day challenge, is to kind of stretch yourselves maybe into this space a little bit more. So our friend of ours, Simon Chan, who runs MLM Nation, he says that people should, as part of their daily method of operations to grow their business, that they should be posting 3 pieces of content a day to Facebook, and that they should be making 5 new Facebook friends a day and messaging 5 people on Facebook a day. So that might sound like a lot, but you can actually do this very, very quickly. And we will have to get Miriam back. She had something on tonight on another call, because she does this really successfully and has introduced a lot of people to a SEA who she has never met. She just met them on Facebook. She's never met them in real life. So she's done this a lot to build her business. So I'm just going to share my screen and go through. I actually put a few slides together super, super quickly. So I'm going to put this on so that's better. So what Simon says is he's like, he calls it clam. So comment, like, then add the person and message them. So you can like connect with people in Facebook groups. So join a group of something that you're interested in. I'm in like a ton of fitness groups. I really like working out at home, and I do workouts that would make Sharon Waters, the strong woman, absolutely laugh. I should record a little one for her one day with my really tiny little weights that I use. And but I'm in groups with that, and I like talk to people on there. I've become friends with people on there. I've been to stay at people in the United States' house who I've met on Facebook. When I went to Mexico, I actually went and stayed at a friend that I met through a nutrition group on Facebook at her house in Santa Monica. So, you really can build genuine relationships. I do have her drinking Messia too, by the way. So, you can just comment, like, add people as a friend, message them and say, hey, what do you love to do? Love that we're in this group together, or saw that you commented on a page that you might like to follow. So you just meet people the same way that you do in real life, except it's often a lot quicker. So you can just join things that you like, that you want to know about anyway, that you're interested in. So, I'm in some parenting groups, I'm in some fitness groups. I run a nutrition group with a friend of mine of like 6,000 people for anti-inflammatory eating. So yeah, like all different types of things that I join that I'm interested in some parenting groups as well. You can also follow business pages or people that you're interested in. On Facebook, you might be really interested in investing. You can follow some property investment pages or share investments or personal development, people like Tony Robbins or Gabrielle Bernstein. Like, I'm in some of her groups. I really like her work. So I'm in quite a few groups that she has. And you can just aim to add new friends on Facebook, like people that you actually are interested in. So you don't just go randomly adding whoever. It's like people that are interested, that have the same kind of interests as you. So hopefully that makes sense. I'll take questions at the end. But, build a relationship, be genuinely interested. It's no different to like, you don't meet someone at the coffee shop and then start throwing up at them all over about a SEA and how amazing a SEA is, because that's just not going to work. Be interested in the other person, find out what they're interested in. Maybe they're looking for someone like, a kinesiologist, right? And a great kinesiologist, you can give them a referral to that, or there's something else that they're looking for. So you be helpful and build a relationship with them. I've been friends with these girls in LA, Orange County and Santa Monica for quite a few years before I went and stayed at one of their house, and then met the other one, and then met all of these other people. And you know, it ended up all of this stuff, and Justin came over and met the lady's husband, and then we met these people from Jordan and Dubai, and like connected with them and sent a seer over to those countries. So, you know, that was like years in the making, that relationship. So it's amazing who you can meet. So maybe you're like, oh, well, when I meet someone, then what do I ask? So Miriam actually does a really great thing. She sends them a little voice clip. So you can actually, in Messenger on your phone, you can't do it on your computer, there's a little microphone, and this is way faster than typing. You can actually send them a voice message. So if someone friends me on Facebook, or I accept their friend request, I send them a voice message and I say, hey, Brad, great to be friends with you here on Facebook. Tell me what you love to get up to. And I'll like send them a voice message so they can hear my voice. And then sometimes they'll message me back and we'll start to like kind of have a conversation. Some other things you can ask is, what do you do? What does it involve? What do you do at your job? You know, these are the kind of questions you ask people when you meet them at a party, right? What do you do? That's like what people ask you. You know, and if they kind of, you know, if they say they hate their job, you might then you can maybe ask them some questions. Are they looking for something else? Do they like doing it? Have they thought about doing something else? Have they heard about the direct sales industry? So you can then start to have those conversations. Like, I don't always go straight into that. Like if I've met someone because I talk to them, like because I met them through fitness or whatever. I'm in quite a few fitness groups. I used to be a lot fitter before I got pregnant. And yeah, I like talk to them about fitness and about healthy eating and different things like that. But I'm quite engaged in the groups that I'm involved in with that stuff as well. So the other thing that you can do on Facebook, of course, is post. Once you've like, maybe they've said they're interested, then of course you can then add them to our Facebook groups. And I'll quickly recap that at the end. You can also start to post to create interest. And this isn't like just posting things about a seer, but you can post, you know, something of value, like something that you're interested in. Like I used to post a lot of recipes and food stuff. I don't really do that so much anymore. I haven't been cooking as much lately as what I used to. So I've got some examples in this book I'm reading. It's quite a good book. You can buy this on Amazon. You probably can't see that. It's back to front. It's called Freakishly Effective Social Media for Network Marketing. So you might do a post, a value post. So this lady actually teaches about social media. So this is her example. She says, hi, my name is Jessica. And do you ever wonder what in the world should I be posting throughout the day? Today I'm going to be sharing with you 5 types of posts that you can use to post throughout the day. And I'm going to give you the exact formula. So she's doing this through live video. And then at the end of that video, you say, if you love this training, feel free to reach out to me. Send me a message. I check them all personally. So you know, invite people to reach out through sending your personal message on Facebook. Another example of a post you can do is a recognition post. You can do something about someone in your team that's achieved something. So I probably want to do it exactly like this lady has done it, because I don't think this would go over super well with Australians. Congratulations to Susie, who has just earned a brand new BMW. Susie was a kindergarten teacher who wanted to spend more time at home with her family, so she sought out a home-based business. She now works full-time from home and is driving her dream car. So proud of this amazing woman. If you're curious how she did it, feel free to private message me, or feel free to reach out to me. So we did a lot of posts. A lot of people, you saw us when we were in Mexico, right? Posting about how we'd earned this trip, how we were there. We didn't have to pay for it, that kind of thing. A story post. So I did one of these a few weeks ago, so you can look it up on my wall, Nicole Dennis. I might repost it. I'll repost it actually, so it's at the top. And it was basically my ASEA story without mentioning ASEA. And I got a lot of comments on that. And I actually had 2 people who I had spoken to about ASEA, like years, at least one of them nearly 4 years ago, and one of them probably 2.5 years ago, who both messaged me and got product from that post. So it was my story of like the struggle that I'd had in life and what ASEA had done to resolve it. So that can be a story post. You can tell a story post not just about ASEA, but about, you know, maybe you struggled with something in your day and what you did to overcome it. Like you woke up in a terrible mood and you were feeling really down, and what you did to overcome it. So it can be a little story. So like the struggle and what you did to overcome it. An engagement post. So these can just be funny things. So like, my favorite food is blank. you know, tell me what your favorite food is. Or that whole Yanni and Laurel thing, you know, did you see how much engagement that was getting? Did anyone see that on social media? Like stupid stuff like that. People comment on stupid stuff like that all the time. And what that does is it gets your posts seen more. If people are commenting and liking your posts when you post other things, it gets seen more. And then you can do a call to action post. You don't do these very often. And this is where you might actually be sharing something about, you know, like I just started taking this amazing new nutritional product and my energy is through the roof. You know, contact me to find out more, or click this link to find out more, or something like that. But you don't do those posts very often, only like 10% of the time, or people will just think that you're trying to sell them stuff all the time. So that's a little bit of how you can sort of start to post to create interest on social media. And that's some things that we'll be focusing on a little bit more in our 90-day challenge as well. So maybe once they're interested and they message you, you can then add them to the Facebook group where they can actually see a bit more about the products. And, you know, I think I've done this presentation before. A lot of you may have seen it, but that's the power of the Facebook groups, is people can see stories, videos, photos, written stories, and you can like tag them in something that's of relevance to them. And people find this, I think, the easiest way that we have right now, although we've got something even more cool coming pretty soon, to make the first contact. So just add them and tag them. It also, people kind of get that social proof. They're seeing these things all the time. This one is actually Sally, who was a Diamonds now. She like sat in the Facebook group for a long time and then she got some products. So, this was for a training. So don't add people to the groups without letting them know. Like someone tried to add 450 people to the group the other day and we're like, no, you can't do that. You've got to like tell them that they're being added, or they just think that they're being spammed, right? You got to say, hey, I'm going to add you to this group. This is what it's called. And, you know, tell them what to expect. Don't add people to multiple groups about a seer. Do not do that, because they will just get confused and annoyed. Just add them to Renew with Redox, because if people get lost, we'll track them back to who added them. And don't just tag people with their name. Like you see that a lot. I see that a lot in other ASEA groups where people are just like tagging like 5, 10, 20 people in something just with their name, not giving any personal reason why they're tagging them in that. Like actually say, hey, Amber, this is about, you know, a skin issue that I know that you're struggling with. Like actually tell them why you're tagging them in the post. Like, you know, just be personable. Like that's really important. You know, it's no different to real life. So they're really good for sharing stories. Like once you've made them, built that relationship, they get to see real stories. That's not just you telling it. It's like a lot of people telling stories. Lots of people will give support and feedback through the group. It's easy for people to do, right? They don't have to like explain anything themselves. They can just say, I'll add you to this group and you can find out about it. You can do it globally. It doesn't matter. If you're in different time zones to people, they can like see that when they're awake. They don't have to be on like a live call like this, which can be difficult when you're working in multiple time zones. And everyone can pretty much do it. If they have a Facebook account, people can pretty easily learn how to click and tag someone if they don't know. It also can generate some follow-up, because some people have had people in these groups a long time and they'll come back to them 7, 12 months, 2 years later going, oh, well, actually, maybe I do believe you now and I'm willing to kind of try that. So it does provide some partial automation, which is really good. So really important to teach people when they're doing this is to only add people after letting them know that you're going to add them. Don't just go and add your entire Facebook friends list, because that's just, it doesn't service them or the broader group, because it just upsets people. And make sure you tag them in the pins post, which provides an overview of ASEA, and also in a couple of testimonies that are relevant to them, and tell them why you're tagging them. Write them a little message, you know, just take that as extra, you know, a few seconds, extra 10 seconds to write them a little message. And then message them and, you know, say, what did you like about it? You know, and then if they've got questions, say, hey, look, I'll add my friend who knows more about this to this Facebook message and they can help answer your questions. So keep it super, super simple. I always like to keep things really simple. And I find that like an easy way, and you can do it as well. It's great for people when they don't have a lot of time because they can do a lot of this from their phone, which is really easy for people. You know, they can like do it when they've got a few minutes, they're waiting to pick their kids up from school, or they're, you know, at the coffee shop or grabbing a coffee in their work break or whatever. They can spend a few minutes doing this, so they can squeeze it into their crazy busy days. So, oh, what happens to my screen? So that was I probably talked really fast through all of that, but does anyone have any questions? What was the name of that book? Here, I'll write it out for you. If you have a question, just unmute yourself and I will answer it.
Nicole, you talked just there, you had a thing about message plus third party. I must have had a micro nap there. I missed what you said about that.
Okay, so if you message someone and maybe they've got questions, so you know how we'll often do a 3-way call, you can add the third person to the message, right? So if you think, oh, well, Nicole will be able to answer this, or Janine, you can like add them in, say, I'm going to add my friend Janine into this message, and you add them in and do a message between the person you're talking to, yourself, and Janine. And that's like, I have people do that with me all the time.
Okay, I have a suggestion then. Is it possible that we get a file in that, maybe in the Shine Bright Facebook group, which is a list of the people, and if they've got a powerful testimonial on a particular type of condition, that we have them listed so that they are people who would be willing to like connect in a third party way from that sort of thing, and then their contact details.
We can maybe do a Google Doc or something.
Yeah. If other people think it's a good idea, I don't know.
Yeah, I think people think it's a good idea. Just having to get people to fill in their name, get them to actually take action. Anyone else have a question for me?
Yeah, can you just clarify what we're allowed to say and not say? I mean, we're not allowed to use SEER, is that right? Just use redox signaling supplement. Am I correct?
Okay, so if you're posting on your public Facebook wall, I wouldn't use the SEER, because then they can just Google it. I'd just say, you know, cellular health product or something like that. And then they have to contact you to find out more information. Then obviously if you're talking to them in a private message, you can say what you want because it's a private message.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Thanks.
Anyone else have a question?
Yeah, I've got another one. So let's say you're in a group of people and they've got something going on and you don't know them. You know, you really haven't got a connection with them, but you say, look, I have got something that might help you. Can I message you? And they say yes. At what, you know, where do you go then in terms of what do you launch into?
Well, I'd just be, look, you know, I've like found something, it's amazing. I've seen it help a lot of people, including people who've got whatever it is that they are saying that they have. Would you be interested in learning more about it? Don't try and educate them about, because you Facebook message, when you're using Messenger, it's very short, right? They say, yes, I'd be interested in learning more about it. It's like, okay, great. I'm going to add you to a Facebook group, or I'm going to send you this. Don't like explain it all in like words. Does that make sense? Simple. If you can't type it in 60 seconds, it's too long.
Nicole?
Mm-hmm.
I was just looking at a few Facebook, because I'm quite keen to start some sort of Facebook prospecting.
Yeah.
And so I was looking at a few groups to join over the weekend, and a lot of the groups that you look at do say things like, please, if you're going to, this is strictly no marketing, or da-da-da-da-da.
Yeah.
And I thought it's still okay to join those groups, isn't it? Because you're not really marketing on their open page. The only time that you're ever marketing is once you've developed a rapport and you're doing it in the private messenger. Is that right?
Yeah, that's right. You still join them, and you know, and then like just private message people. If you're interested, I know Liz. I don't know if Liz is on the call. She joined a Singapore group, and they kicked her out, but she enrolled 2 people before they kicked her out. And I'm like, who cares? Like, you've helped those 2 people, you know. So I think one of them was on the call here actually before. So, you know, she got me on a call with both of these people from this group, and they had really big health challenges that they will get helped with a SEER, right? Like they are going to get helped with that. So, yeah, sometimes groups have like rules and things like that, but you genuinely are doing it because you want to help people, like, right? We're all in a SEA. Like, I didn't come to a SEA just because I came into this as a business when I started. It's because I genuinely know the products can help people. So, you know, some people will still have a problem with that, and that's okay. Don't be attached to it, because people are weird.
Okay.
There's lots of weird people everywhere. Not here. We're all not weird. We're all good. Maybe a little bit weird. Maybe I'm weird. I don't know. All right. Anyone else have any questions?
I do have a bit of a question. I already have a Facebook biz group. I think there are about 300 people on it, but it was for it was just kind of a business group without even thinking of a SEA at the time when I started it. And my private one has got 1,300 people. How do I realign these two back now to a SEA? Do I just make a total brand new one and ask them to come over to my new health page, would you think?
What's your business group about?
Well, it's about coaching and a good question. That's why I'm changing to a SEA. Why
don't you just say, look, I found something.
Feminine empowerment, really.
Yeah. Just say, I found something that's really great, and this is, you know, it's helped me in this way. It's also, you know, a fantastic way that you can grow and expand as a person. Like, just write a genuine post in there about what you love about a SEA. Just be authentic.
Yeah.
That's
okay.
all. Don't overcomplicate it. Sharon was going to say something.
Oh, you know me, I've always got something to say.
I saw your hand was up down here, and then you moved over there. I was like, you moved on the screen.
If I were in your business group, Elizabeth, I would want to know what you're doing, and I would want to be asked if I could create a lucrative business in 90 days. I'd want to know about that if that was happening. So if you've got a coaching group or a business group, you can only put it out there and ask them if they'd like to join you, or investigate, or you'd like their opinion on what you're doing. But I wouldn't hide it from them. I'd definitely put it out there if it's your group. That's just my perspective on it.
That's a great perspective. And now is a good time for you to like reach out to people and tell them, you know, you're participating in this 90-day challenge. Would they like to do it with you? You know, it's going to be fun. You're going to learn stuff. You're going to grow and expand, and, you know, put out to you what the reason is that you are joining the 90-day challenge. Share that with people and ask them if they want to do it with you.
I seem to have skipped this 90-day challenge thing. I'm sorry, I'm having to butt in again. I've heard Justin talk about it once or twice, but I obviously haven't been on, although I haven't missed any calls, but I don't know the actual challenge and what it entails. Do you have an actual Facebook page or something where I can just read up on what you're expecting for the Facebook?
I'm going to put the link up where you can register for it in the comments. And if I don't break the link. And then we are sending out a team newsletter this week as well to everyone, which will have it in there. So at the moment, we've just posted it in the Facebook group. It starts on the 1st of June, but that's the link. So you can go there, you can register, you can share that with people. It tells you what the challenge is about. It's got some videos and everything on there. So
thank you so much.
That's okay. So yeah,
Nicole,
yeah.
Sorry, just a really quick one. I remember a little while ago, I think it might have even just Justin who was discouraging us from having a business page.
Oh, look, if you have a business page, the reach of it has like gone down a lot on Facebook because they're looking for business pages to spend advertising money. So for most of you, I would just be doing things on your personal wall. Like you can also put them on your business page if you have one, but the reach of business pages has really pulled back. Like you can do Facebook ads and things like that to get more reach, but yeah, the reach has declined a lot on business pages.
I was just going to set one up as a health page, and then I just didn't go any further with it after I heard that comment.
Yeah,
it's better for us to use our personal page.
You'll have to do, you know, a lot of work and a lot of posting to get any decent reach at the moment with it.
Good. Thanks.
Facebook's always changing their rules. Anyone else have a question before we finish off for the evening? No? All good. Hooray. Well, I hope that was a little bit helpful for everyone. A few tips for you all. So look out for the newsletter. It'll be going out later this week. We've just got a couple of things that are being added to it. So it'll be going out later in the week. So that will go out to everybody, and you can find out all the latest news. And don't forget to let your European and United Kingdom people know about the opportunity to get the free trip to South Africa, because that will be amazing. Awesome.
We've got a whole lot of expat South Africans in our team. I don't know that they might like to get a trip to the old country.
Yeah, maybe. There you go. So back at 8 o'clock, Liz is going to be interviewing Margot about her redox experience, because Margot had quite a redox experience. I was there the first time Margot used redox, and she had quite a amazing experience. So if you come back, you can hear all about that. And the recording of this call, I'm pretty sure Fen's back from holiday tomorrow, so she'll be posting it. If not, it'll be Thursday, because she's had a holiday, and Justin and I are taking a holiday for 5 days starting tomorrow. So we'll see you next week. Bye, everyone. Justin is leading the call.
Thank you. See you.